Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What is the vibe? Let me know down in the chat below. So we are just going live on the regular YouTube settings. Um, so there will not be a Twitch portion of today's live. I'm going to check and make sure that the sound is working before we continue. Okay. Before we continue. Boom. Period. Okay. Let me change this on TikTok. No. We're doing the one card readings over on TikTok. So you can get a one card reading over here on YouTube as well. But it's not going to be for a gift, it's going to be for $1. Okay. So one, why, and question. All right. Where is it? Y'all know we do the hearts. Okay. I do this because I want only the people that are serious about investing in their journeys, all right, to find me and to get a reading from me, right? Period. Okay. Okay, confirm. Save. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Turn this off. All right, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What is the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. I want to know. I want to get to know y'all, okay? I don't want to be strangers on the screen. We are building a community, okay? Alrighty, so today we are only live on TikTok and YouTube. No Twitch today. Okay, y'all. I always, like I said, in order for us to go live on YouTube and Twitch, right, it does cost money. Okay, so today we're not gonna do it today because I gotta go ahead and figure out what we're gonna do for this next payment. Okay. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? And I couldn't figure it out before I got on live. So I was like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm gonna have to like look at everything after the live so that we can be up and running again tomorrow. But there is always a link in my bio if you do want to send a love offering to the channel. If you like seeing us live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time, okay? Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? I'm doing good, thank you. Thank you for asking. So today we are doing personalized reading. Okay, so if you are looking for guidance on your journey, right? If you have a yes or no question that you would like answered by the Lord, okay, just let me know. Remember, I always tell you guys that is up to your imagination, right? Like that, if you come to me with an expansive question, we gonna get into the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? But if you come with a very surface level question, I'm gonna read the energy, but it's it's not gonna help you as much as if you dig deeper. You know what I'm saying? I want you to dig deep when you're thinking about what questions you ask for tarot readings at all. You know what I'm saying? Not even just me, are going to another tarot reader and you're like, oh, okay, what kind of questions should I ask, right? Especially if you want to test their intuitive abilities, then you need to dig deeper on your question, right? Hi, Becca. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay. Hi, chat. Oh, is that chaos? I don't know. Hi, how you doing? I don't know. Let me see. Where's the... We are not on no satanic stuff, but since you think that, we're gonna put you on timeout for 24 hours. There you go. There we go. Okay. Jesus is king. Amen. Okay. God is good, y'all. I don't know why people come onto my channel thinking we don't praise the Lord over here. You're mad weird. You're mad weird. Okay. Alrighty. We follow the divine. Okay. The divine, whatever you want. I always tell y'all that whatever you want to call them, just put respect on the name. That's it. That's all. I don't care what you call them. Allah, okay, God, universe, spirit, you can call them whatever you want as long as you put respect on the name. Okay? That's all it is. All right? I don't care. Right? We follow the divine, right? We do the light work over here talking about satanic. What? Y'all really don't know the difference between light workers and satanic workers. Like, you really, like, I can tell when people come in my chat and don't know the difference, because it's like, babes, there's a difference. And if the Bible wasn't missing so many books, you know the difference. Okay? Like, because in the Bible, the missing books, it talks about psychics. It talks about the light workers. You know what I'm saying? If you are interested in the missing books of the Bible, they are on my YouTube playlist, Boss Up. Okay? It's in there. All right? All the missing Bible verses, that's in there. So you over here talking about, that's the devil's work. No, baby. The only verses in the Bible at this time are about the workers of iniquity, right? That's the only thing they perpetuated to you guys. They were like, actually, let's keep in the magicians and the witches and stuff that we're working for. We're working for darkness, and let's take out everything of the witches and the light workers that were working for the light. We don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Just like they thought they didn't need mermaids in the Bible either. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's like, okay, you can believe what you want, but at the end of the day, they took so many things out so they could control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's very easy to brainwash the population. All right, very easy at the end of the day. It's sad. It's sad how easy it is, right? And that's why we have to grow, learn, and evolve, right? That's how we have to strengthen our intuition, strengthen our spiritual discernment, because there's no way this government has gotten away with what they've gotten away with for generations like this. It's disgusting. Disgusting, right? So once we stop acting like we know everything, right, we can we can move on as a society, as a humanity. You know what I'm saying? When humans get out of their ego and move out of their spirit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be so grand. It could be so grand. We can really do it, but we got to do the work here. Okay, so we could do the work out here. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you're going to get a personal reading from me, I'm hoping that the question you're asking me, it's actually going to help you in here and in here, right? And you're not asking me a question about something that's not going to genuinely help you, right? I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was like, where is it? Okay, hello. Alrighty. All right. Boom. Okay. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? Y'all know you're not gonna be in my chat being crusty, dusty, or crusty. Alrighty, because I do ban people from ever having access to my presence ever again, right? Because I don't play those games. I don't play those games. You just gonna have to watch from the big screen. That's it. That's all. Hi, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat, okay? It is $1 for a yes or no question. If you're on TikTok, it is the gift. I can pin it for you guys if it lets me. Boom. If you need a yes or no question, it is $1. Clickable link in the description on YouTube. Clickable link in my bio if you want to send $1 to directly support me versus the taxed TikTok gift, you know what I'm saying? But that is the cheaper way if you don't want to, pay like that dollar, you know what I'm saying? Even though I think the gift is 10 cents more because they do take out a percentage. So, yeah, I try to make it in the range, but it is $1. If you need a 3-card, 5-card reading, it is $5 or $10, Cash App or PayPal only. The link is in my bio always, okay? And then, what you call it? Those are your options. Trying to think. Is there anything else I need to tell you right now? Nah, that's what you need to know. If you do have questions about the readings, okay, you are always welcome to ask questions, comments, concerns, okay? Alrighty, I am not going to sit here and berate you for having questions, right? Especially if you like never participated in a tarot reading before, you know what I'm saying? I sure am. I'm a nerd, I'm a dork, okay? I'm smart, I'm a freaking brainiac. And what about it? Yeah, I got a head on my shoulder, and what? And what? And what? And what? Okay? Like, I don't think you guys understand. My confidence levels is all the way up here. Up here. Up here. Oh, you can never bring me down to your level, boo. My energy up here. And what? People, you are so funny. So funny. Like, I literally be living my best life. You want to be a crusty, dusty little. That's you. That's you. Could never be me. Could never be me. Could never be me, guys. I could never see myself doing that crusty stuff on somebody's account. You know what I'm saying? Could never. Could never. When I go on somebody else's account, I'm uplifting. I'm sharing the love. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I spread love. I spread kindness. You know what I'm saying? I don't go over people's accounts and be like, you know what I'm saying? Spreading negative energy. That's mad weird. Mad weird. And it's like you only got the balls because you're on the internet. Come say it to my face. You won't. You don't want this spiritual pressure anyway. Like, what? Like, what? I can talk my stuff because I know myself, right? That's what I'm trying to guide y'all on, right? I want y'all to be able to talk your stuff. Okay, because you know yourself, because you know your energy, you know your worth. Okay, you know the head you got on your shoulders, and not no single person is ever gonna tell you about yourself. Okay, like that's what I'm trying to instill in y'all, right? Remember that. Because letting these people bring you down to their level ain't never gonna get you anywhere, Buki, okay? It's never gonna get you anywhere. What am I looking for? Okay. Hi, Maya. How you doing? How you feeling? Alrighty. Well, I always tell y'all this, okay? Because like I said, I want y'all to dig deeper on these questions, okay? Like, dig deep. Seriously. Asking surface level questions are not going to help you on your journey. You know what I'm saying? I want you to eventually not need me, okay? Eventually, I need you to not need me. All right, I need you to eventually trust your intuition and your spiritual discernment that you don't need a tarot reader. You know what I'm saying? That you don't need an intuitive guide. You know what I'm saying? You don't like, in actuality, you have all the answers inside. All I'm doing is bringing them to the surface. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Everything you need to know is already inside of you. Whether you trust yourself or not is the issue, right? And I'm trying to guide you back to trusting yourself. Okay, so all the messages I got for y'all is already inside of you. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if you don't trust that you do, you do. Right? Trust me, because I used to think that way too. Right? I used to be there. I used to be there, guys. Like, this is not, I'm talking on experience. I'm not talking out of my left cheek. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking from right? What I do, okay, is based off experience, right? What I guide you on is based off what I've been through, okay? Because, boom, spiritual journey. I've been on mine for all, like 4 more years and a decade, guys. 4 more years and it's a decade. 6 years, man. Like, it's been that long, okay? Right? Like, I can't even believe it sometimes because it's like, man, it was like just yesterday I turned 18. It was just like yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Um, because it was like, hey, it was only 6 years ago, right? So it was a lot happened. A lot does happen in your spiritual journey, okay? But if you're in the beginning and not trusting your spiritual discernment, then I'm here to guide you through that, right? But if your questions are, listen, let me say this. I don't like love readings. I don't like them, okay? Because most of the time, you know the answer. Right? That's why I don't like them. Because most of the time, you already know, okay? Because if I ask a love reading question, I promise you, I already know the answer. I'm just trying to get extra confirmation and reaffirmation. You know what I'm saying? So I know that if you are coming to me with a love question, relationship, it's because you already know your answer, right? That's it. That, and so it's redundant for me because I'm just telling you what your own spirit guides, your own ancestors, and your own self are telling you already. And you trying to get outside sourcing isn't helping you with your intuition and your discernment, right? That's why I'm trying to guide you to trust yourself. Okay. So regardless if there's going to be people who take the lessons seriously and there's going to be people who play around, and I just don't have time for the people who are going to play around, right? And that's why, getting to your question, Ashanti, right, the card pools are not free. Okay, they are not free. They are for an energy exchange. Okay, because like I said, I only want the people who are serious about growing, learning, and evolving. If you just want to play around with my gifts, I don't have time for you, right? I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't. Okay, if you want to take this seriously, the link is in my bio. $5, $10, or $8 for a, okay. $5, 3 cards. $10, 5 cards. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So, hi, Angel. How you doing? How you feeling, guys? Remember, if you do not participate in the energy exchange, okay, I'm not going to. Like I said, I can just energetically read on your question. I don't need the cards, guys. Like I said, my intuition is like that. I can just read your question and just start going on the energy, but I try to refrain because, like I said, I haven't gotten your consent yet, which your consent is through that energy exchange, right? When we do the $5, the $10, right? When we do the $1, right? That is your consent to me reading on your energy, right? That tells me you're going to take this seriously, right? Because you invested your time and your energy, right? Your currents of chi into it. Right, because otherwise, when people don't invest their time, their energy, and their currents of chi into things, they tend to take it like less serious, And I don't have time for that, I just don't. Like my gifts, God didn't give them for me to just be wasting on anybody. Okay, like so many people think they're like I have to use them. I don't. I don't have to. I don't have to use them for the public at all. I still have free will at the end of the day. Remember that. At the end of the day, I still have free will in this vessel. Okay. Yes, my soul is called to help. I have the life path number 6. Okay. I am a service to others. Okay. That's my life path number, right? But I still have free will. You know what I'm saying? In this vessel, I can still do what I choose. but I'm choosing to be here and help you guys, right? There is a difference, okay? Trust me. There is a huge difference, okay? Let me see what YouTube chat is on about. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Where's my dog? He's downstairs. He's downstairs right now. Oh, you guys miss Tyson? I'm sorry. He's downstairs. Well, I don't have to let them know they was missing him. Y'all was missing him. I'm gonna let him know. Hi Mari, how you doing? Hi Brenna, how you doing? Let me know down in the chat, guys. Okay. Alrighty. It's an interesting question, Mari. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's an interesting question. Now I'm gonna ask you this. Is heaven and hell are all this? Right? It's all this. So now do you think heaven hates you? Right? If you think it, that's your reality. Right? So if that's what and that's your reality, hon. And that's what will keep being perpetuated into reality, right? That's what you will keep manifesting into your reality. You'll keep going through those cycles if you keep thinking that heaven hates you, okay? That's all about shifting your perspective, right? Start thinking about the good things God can bring into your life. Ask the divine to show you that heaven loves you. And the divine will not disappoint you. Okay. Alrighty. As long as you're not out here doing dastardly deeds, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're not out here being a crusty, musty moon rabbit, right? Okay. Doing musty things under the moon, you know, then you'll be fine, right? Just ask the divine to show you that heaven loves you, okay? And it will happen. Alright. Ask and you shall receive, okay? That underrated Bible scripture, man. Because it's all about manifestation. Like it's interconnected. Like some people don't really understand that science, religion, and spirituality are very deeply interconnected concepts, and you know we just kind of keep them separate, but that's not how you get the bigger picture at all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta connect the dots so you can get the picture. Hi Hughes, how you doing? How you feeling? Okay. Period. That's an interesting question. See, I like questions that are gonna get us into some deeper things here. Trying to figure out your situation. I like that. All right. If you do need a yes or no question, it's either dollar to the Cash App or PayPal or one of the gifts that can I pin it again? I don't know. It like takes like a few minutes for me to pin before I'm allowed to pin it. Okay. So if I don't know if it's 199 coins or $1, it's up to you guys, right? This is your day to get a reading, to answer the questions you have for the divine. Okay. All right, I'm always going to give you the insight that's going to help you grow, learn, and evolve, and I'm going to tell it like Spirit tells me to tell it. All right, so if you being hard-headed, I'm gonna let you know this right now. Spirit's not gonna be nice in that message, okay? If you are being hard-headed, Spirit is not gonna be nice, right? Spirit is gonna sit there and tell you about yourself, okay? All right. Spirit will be like, and so you already know you're not supposed to be messing with no Jonathan. Okay? I don't like doing love readings because Spirit is always so mad in love readings. Especially for those of you that don't listen, bro. Like, Spirit will literally be like, okay, so now this person already knows. It'd be like, see, if they just trusted their intuition, that they wouldn't even be here asking you this question right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Spirit really would be like, man, if they don't get it together, like, and I'm just in there like, Spirit, I want to just help them. I don't know. Got the question, man. I don't know. Right? It's like, hey, I can't do certain things about How spirit wants the message to come across. Tough love is a thing spirit will give you sometimes, especially if you out here acting crazy. Okay. Hi Jay, how you doing? How you feeling? Now that's interesting because it's not really like a love reading. You're just trying to get the gist on what's going on. See, I'm not gonna. I can't look at it too long because I'm nosy, y'all. So like I said, I can read on the energy, but I rather have your consent. If people don't ask for your consent before they read on your energy, ah, run, run immediately, because those people do not have your best interest at heart. If they tap into your energy without your consent, bro, you don't want nothing to do with them. Okay. Hi, uh, Fiona. Am I saying that right? Let me know if I'm saying that right because my head going. I see like feet, but I don't know if that's like you know, like am I okay, thank you. I'm glad I got it right. Okay, because I was really confused. I was like, sometimes I don't know. I born and raised English, right? Born and raised the American English language, right? And here I am still looking at some words like even though I know that's how you would spell it, I'd be like, why is English so stupid? Why is it spelled like this? Like, yo, I don't think that way about any other language but English. Like, and this is the language I've been taught since birth, right? And you know what I'm saying? Like, college level education in it, and I'm still looking at words like, are we sure this is the right way we should be spelling it? Like, who decided this was okay spelling for this word? Like, like, are we sure this isn't just like like, are we sure this isn't a stupid way to spell this word? Like, are we sure? Questioning the whole language and its whole entirety. Like, are we sure we made the right decisions for this language? Right? Because I just have some questions for the people who decided, on the English spelling and everything. Like, I just have some questions. Like, was this the best you could do? you know, like this was the best you could do with the language. Oh, it's kind of scary, but okay. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have been touching language then. We should have just picked up one of the original languages. Right, okay. Right, we probably shouldn't have been. Hi, darling. How you doing? How you feeling? Hi, Nard. How you doing? Let me know down in the chat, okay? Alrighty, remember the readings are $5 for 3 card readings, $10 for 5 card readings, okay? In your first card, you always get your yes or no to the question you're asking, okay? If it's just a yes or no, only spend $1. Only spend $1. Do not out here, do not do no exchanges for $5 if you only have a yes or no question. Okay, trying to save you money. If the question requires a yes or no, right, it's going to get the first card as your yes or no. The next 2 cards are your why and your how to move forward. Okay, you get the 5 card reading. I can go deeper into your why and how to move forward so that you can grow, learn, and evolve along your journey. Okay. Jesus will only be back if we let Trump keep doing what he's doing. If slavery takes root ever again, this world will burn. Just so you know. Just so y'all know. Just so you know, I channeled that earlier. I just thought it should be known that if this world will burn if this world doesn't get itself together, right? And it's because of all the racists, right? That's the reason this world and Jesus will come back, right? That's the only reason, right? Okay, alrighty. I'm so young for this stuff. My soul is so old, though. That's the thing. My soul is ancient. Ancient. Okay, this is not my first rodeo. This is not my first rodeo. Okay, my soul is ancient. ancient, so ancient that my spirit guides were like, you gotta wait before I can tell you your actual spirit name, your soul's name, bro. They're like, wait a minute, because I don't want you to get a big head, bro. They're like, you gotta wait. So like my ancestors and spirit guides are like, you just gotta wait, bro. You gotta wait. Exactly that reincarnation. Period. Period. Okay. Yes, reincarnation is no joke. Okay. Me and Jesus are best friends. I don't know why you keep coming in my chat acting crusty, bro. Me and Jesus are best friends. Like, he's on my spiritual guidance team. He's one of my ascendant masters. Like, you must be confused about who I work with. Like, you must be hella confused because ain't no devil work over here, huh? I don't do that. I will kill it. Excuse me, sorry, TikTok. I will hurt a demon before the demon can hurt me. Okay. Demons don't like me. Okay. Demons do not like me. Alrighty, I've faced many. They don't like me. Okay, we don't get along. We don't get along. Okay, they won't even come in my space. That's how much they don't like me, bro. You know how many times people have tried to send curses on me with a demon attached, and I've hurt the demon, and the demon is like, my fault. I ain't know you was pressure like that. My fault. You know, they're like, my fault. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I retract. My fault. And then they go attack the person that sent them. Because how dare you? How dare you get them caught up in something like that? You know what I'm saying? They don't want this spiritual warfare. They don't want it. Okay, so literally, people not understanding tarot because of the missing Bible stories is ludicrous. Like, you don't even have the spiritual discernment to tell like what's evil and what's good. You don't need to be talking on my channel. You understand? Okay. Right? If you cannot discern what's good and what's evil, right? Sit down. Right, sit down. Go ahead and take your seat. It's okay. Go ahead, take your seat. Because you don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't know anything. Right? You're talking out the side of your left cheek. Right? That's it. From surface level understanding. Oh, goodness, y'all know how I feel about surface level understanding, man. Especially when you try to push it on me. Like, I don't care. If you are still stuck reading the Bible for the surface level text, cool, right? We decode it over here, right? We don't read it for surface level over here. But if you're still reading it for surface level, cool. Go take that to your church. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring it over here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to come over here and be like, Jesus loves you, like people don't know that. Like, you must be crazy, bro. You must be crazy. Man. Because what? Don't come over here spreading that. I don't care. Like, we know that already. We don't need you to tell us constantly over and over and over. Like, chill, bro. Chill. You're not even helping Jesus's mission with that stuff, bro. Like, you think you're helping Jesus and what he was trying to accomplish on this planet, and you're not. Like, that's the hard part for some of y'all, because you're not. Like, you want to go and you're like acting like you're spreading good vibes, but you're not. Like, you're not spreading good vibes. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing the work Jesus was doing at all. Okay? And it's like, yo, like, stop. Stop. Like, if you really wanted to do Jesus's work, you would not be in my chat talking about Jesus loves you. Repent. Like, I don't. Shut up, please. Please, I'm asking nicely. Please, we know this. Like, I go to church, guys. This is not something new. I told y'all I go to church. I only trust one pastor to try to tell the Bible the way that it's actually supposed to be told, right? Because he actually tries to tell the truth behind the Bible, but he can't because of the secrecy. So he can't tell the entire congregation everything he knows about the Bible because he's sworn to secrecy by the school he graduated from, right? So literally, he's the closest to telling the truth that I've heard out of any pastor, any preacher, anything, right? But whatever church some of y'all be going to, some of these Christians be going to, I'll be like, man, your pastor lying to you. Just straight giving you surface level text. They're straight. They don't even care, man. Like, some of these people work actually for God, and then some of them don't. Like, they just want the money that they get from the church, right? That's it, right? And if you don't have discernment in the church, oh God, you're not gonna have discernment on the internet. Like on God, you're not gonna have discernment on the internet if you don't even have discernment in the church. Like, cut that out, bro. Cut that out. Like, that is so ridiculous to me. All right. Hi, Mariah. How you doing? How you feeling? Hi, D'Angelo. How you doing? How you feeling? All right. Let me know down in the chat. Hey, guys. Shella, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. So, yeah. I just think it's cute when people come in my chat with their surface level faith, acting like they know more, right? Acting like they know best, acting like and actually, tell me about my relationship with God. Weird. All right. Boom. Right. No, because I would have to put it in like a sentence to block those words out. So, one day at a time, period. That's all I can do. Stay in the present moment. You're doing good, Shayla, period. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, moments by, probably gonna butcher that part, sorry. But hi, how you doing? How you feeling? Let me know down in the chat. Okay. Let's see. Wheel day, I don't know what happened. You gotta, sometimes I'm just extra nosy. I want to know the tea. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know the tea sometimes. Because you asked me if y'all can reconcile this month, and it's like, but what happened? You know what I'm saying? Because I can read on the energy going forward, but I want to know what happened leading up to you guys needing to reconcile anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that will determine how this energy reading about to go. Right? Because I can know from how it ended. Spirit. Okay, give me the messages. Yeah. Right. It's like, seriously, it's very like context based. When things are like, if the relationship ended badly, you know what I'm saying, and then you're asking me will you guys reconcile and stuff like that, and don't leave out that detail, because if you guys and I get the reading right, if it ended badly, okay, so then what you think? Right? Use your intuition, babes. Use your intuition on that one, right? I'm trying to save y'all some money sometimes, y'all. Like, if you have actual questions or those kind of questions when you already know the answer to them, like, they're a waste of all of our time. Okay? Promise you, because you already know the answer. And if I tell you something you don't want to hear, then you're not going to receive the answers that God is giving you like you need to, right? So, and I'm telling y'all, I don't tell you to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, and sometimes it is tough love. Okay. Hey, Katrina. Period. Only lovely vibes here, boo. Okay, that's why I mute and ban and block all the crusty people. Okay, they will never have access to our lives ever again. Okay, alrighty. It is $5, hun, for a 3 card. Really want the answer, it's 1 card. For 1 card, it is $1. Okay, if you send the gift that is in the TikTok, right here, pin it. If you want one yes or no question, it is that gift or $1 to the Cash App or PayPal. Link is in my bio. Okay, alrighty. But honestly, hon, you know the answer. You don't need me to tell you. Like, you know the answer to that. It ended badly. What you think? What you think? What you think? For real. Tell me. I want to know if you're living in Delulu land or not. Please tell me. That will let me know if I need to answer your question or not. Because if you're telling me that you really think y'all about to reconcile after it ended badly, right? And let me, was it you or was it them? Let me know. Let me know, because I can, like I said, we don't even have to do a reading for this. I literally just tell me the situation and I could give you the advice. You know what I'm saying? Just intuitively, without the reading, because I can tell from the situation already where it's going, where it's headed, right? So, will I get married to the Thailander this year? I hope, Connor. If he's treat you good, you know what I'm saying? That's where you should go if you trust your intuition on that one, huh? If they don't, they don't make you feel good or nothing like that, they don't treat you nice, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? But if they're treating you okay, the way you deserve to be treated, all right, then you really don't have any worries, right? Sometimes people want definite answers, instant gratification. I don't provide instant gratification. I provide journey through self. Okay. That is what you will be doing with me. Alrighty. You will be going on a journey through self, right? You will be sometimes called to do your shadow work, right? If I call you out on doing your shadow work, just go ahead and do that shadow work, right? All right. Okay, but seriously, if I like, that's what I'm trying to understand, And it's like I've talked to other intuitives, right? And some of them literally have stopped doing public readings, like collective, no, like personal readings for the collective, because the collective isn't using them properly, right? Like I've talked to other readers, and they people coming to them with questions that were not about journey through self, right? Were that they were asking questions that were always outside of themselves, for about things that were outside of themselves, right? Things that they control anyway, things that, you know what I'm saying, like it was no I want to work on self questions, not enough of those, more like, oh, is my relationship doing XYZ? Is this X? You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't enough career things and not enough soul journey things, right? There wasn't enough questions about actual things that matter, right? And so they stopped doing their readings. And it's like, understandable. It's very understandable. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking for those of you who are looking for information out of their reading. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for instant gratification, I can't help you. I cannot, because you're not in a place that you're going to receive the message fully, right? If you're looking for instant gratification from a reading, you're not going to receive my message that the good Lord has brought through me. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just a waste of time. Right? Then it's just a waste, right? So literally take the time, okay, to really think your questions through, okay? If it is a question you can answer yourself through your intuition, don't ask me, right? Because when God gives you that tough love, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. I'm just the messenger. You're the one who kept asking a question you already know the answer to. That's my fault, right? Because God will tell you when a tough love stands, you already know the answer to this. Why do you keep asking me? Why do you keep paying people to answer this question when you already know the answer to it? Why do you keep outsourcing instead of trusting yourself? Spirit will get upset with you because of that. Because you will go through lessons because of that. You will have to go through trials, tribulations because of that, right? If you don't learn that lesson, you will have to keep repeating it, right? That's what cycles mean. Repetitive cycles, right? If you do not learn how to trust your intuition, you will keep going through trials, tribulations, and tests that will make you have to trust your intuition, right? Because if you don't, you never know what God universe will do to teach you a lesson. Okay, that tough love, yeah, exactly. That, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to learn it. because your intuition can save your life. Like your intuition and your spiritual discernment can save your life. And so many people ignore it. And that's why so many people have fallen victim to the things they ignored, because they did not listen to their intuition. They did not use their spiritual discernment, right? They ended themselves in situations they could have left. Like they could have gotten themselves out of if they paid attention sooner, you know? So, how do you feel, Lil R? You said does Kiara want to be with you for real? Do you feel like they want to be with you for real? Trust that intuition, trust that gut feeling, guys. I need you to trust them gut feelings, okay? You know when somebody really about you. You know. If like you don't even have to ask. You know when somebody is about you and only you, okay? This is not a question you have to go out and search for. They will show you endlessly that they are about you and only you, okay? Like there's no like looking high and low for these answers, okay? All right, that's what I said. You know, if you guys got real questions for me, we can answer them. If it's just about things that your intuition, this is why we have conscious game night, guys. This right here, right? Because I notice how much like the collective really needs to strengthen their intuition and their spiritual discernment, right? And I try to find a fun way of us doing that, okay, so that we can, take a load off, we can still have fun while strengthening our gifts, you know what I'm saying? But that's why we do that, because some of the questions I see on personal reading days, even on collective reading days, and it's collective reading, and I'm not answering personal questions on collective reading day, right? So even those questions, like it's always about things that like are so trivial. Right? Every once in a while, I get one of those beautiful souls who truly wants to know about their purpose, their career, right? Things that are greater than them, right? They want to know about their soul's journey, like they're not asking, questions about a relationship when at the end of the day, there'll be a time when none of us are on this planet anymore. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna come and do what you plan to do when you came down here on this planet, or you gonna mess around. Simple as that. Like there's only two options. You go ahead, you let your ego and your vessel do whatever they want, or you finally allow your higher self, your soul, to take the driver's seat and do what you were destined to do, right? So there's only two options. You're like, what about there's no third option on there? There's no third option. It's destiny or no destiny. Simple. There's no halfway. There's no halfway. It's destiny or no destiny. And what you choose is on you. Right? Okay? Now I won't say that there hasn't been people who have been wrongly done for their destiny. Okay, where all right, so there is no third option. But there are some nasty people out there who create a third option by not even giving you the choice to forfeit it. They just take it. Right. And that's by putting you in a mental space, putting you in an energetic physical space, right? Whether that's them sending sickness or mental sickness, you know what I'm saying, at you, so that you crumble at that pressure and you don't take on your destiny, and they can feed off that energy that you were supposed to be in destiny with, and now they have your destiny. Now they never gonna do it. You now they never gonna do it as big as you. They always think they're never gonna have the same impact that you would have had on them, right? Which is why I'm teaching y'all spiritual discernment, because when these crusty, dusty, musty moon rabbits want to come out here and try to swap destinies with you, you gonna look at them and you gonna tell them, swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping, and you're gonna and they're gonna have to go. You know what I'm saying? They're not, because you're aware of it, right? Without awareness, that's how Trump got into the office. The lack of awareness on this planet as a whole. I'm talking about 8.5 billion souls. I ain't just talking about, United States of America. I'm talking about the entirety of the planet. Okay. The lack of awareness is why we're seeing the things we're seeing right now. Right? The lack of humanity's ability to grow, learn, and evolve to that point in time, right? And not just like, yes, there's light workers out there doing their part, okay? Physically, energetically, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, they're doing their part in this, right? But all the other souls, you know what I'm saying, still lost in La La Land. Right, like still lost in La La Land. Going doing whatever they doing, are not helping. Instead, they're perpetuating something that has kept humanity down for a long time, right? I don't know. This one, I don't know if you guys ever watched Attack on Titan. Okay, yes, I'm an anime nerd. I don't care. Attack on Titan, right? In there's a certain type of gear, the ODM gear, and it like attached to their hips and it propels them so they're able to like do some like Spider-Man swings, you know what I'm saying? Wee in the air, you know what I'm saying? Building, swoo, and right. So therefore, someone was saying how they don't believe we can create that in real life. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the power source they used in the show was make believe, but the actual concept wasn't. And I was like, why do you think it's impossible though? For humans, like you have to train your body to withstand certain pressures, especially if you're going really fast, right? That's why astronauts do all that training before they like in the spaceship and everything like that, right? Regardless if they actually go through the the ferment or not, you know what I'm saying, but they still have to train themselves to handle all that pressure, right? So if we were using the ODM gear like in Attack on Titan, right, you would have to train yourself to withstand that much pressure. You know what I'm saying? So why couldn't we create it? Why are you saying there is no power source big enough to go that fast and be that light? But there are. We just haven't, the earth is still a big place with a lot of things we still don't know. So you're going to sit here and tell me we can't create something that cool. Why? Because you're limiting beliefs? Science is like, science should be the sky is the limit. like like I don't understand why we limit science when the sky should be the limit. It doesn't make sense. So it's like we are so behind because of the limiting beliefs. That's the only reason. That's why flying cars still don't exist. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Right there. You know what I'm saying? They should have been on the planet. But because of the delay of limiting beliefs, and not just limiting beliefs in like the science community, but worldwide, our imagination of what this planet. Okay. 2,000 years ago, do you think we had skyscrapers? 2,000 years ago, skyscrapers were a thing of imagination. Oh my goodness, the concept literally sounds ludicrous. How are we going to build a building that's so freaking high in the sky and it's gonna stay structurally sound? And here we are, 2,000 years later, we're building structurally sound skyscrapers. At one point in time, somebody had to think the idea was so ludicrous, it couldn't be done. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, that's how people had to think. But what if we stop thinking like that? What if we stop thinking that an idea is so ludicrous it can't be done, and start thinking the idea is so crazy it can be done? like like when are we gonna stop keeping ourselves back as a humanity? You know what I'm saying? There's like so many cool things we could already be doing with science that we aren't. But instead we're building AI. You know what I'm saying? Instead we're doing AI. Like, that's a big help. I'd rather ODM gear than AI. You know what I'm saying? I want to be swinging around like Spider-Man versus AI. Like, what? It's not that raw, guys. It's not that raw. AI is not that raw. It's not cool at all. It's not even like, it's so stupid too. Like, it's like, bro, what? why are we accepting this into our realities? AI is slow. We don't need it. You don't even know about the ancient evils of AI. So like don't let's not even go into it, right? Like AI is like an ancient intelligence that is not good at all. And it's weaseled its way into infesting our planet. And yeah, that's why there's so many divine light soldiers are on this planet at this time, because yeah, evil can't win. Those invaders can't win. If you don't think AI is a parasite, just look at our world today. Look at our world today. AI is very much a parasite. Very much a parasite. Okay. Now, you might think, well, it doesn't invade our body. What you mean it invades your mind? It's psychological. It's all psychological. It's a psychological warfare. We've been in a psychological warfare for decades, okay? They popped out AI on the end of, what is that, Gen X to millennials, right? They popped them all on the right there on the millennials' heads and said good luck. And the millennials were just like, what is this? You know, what's going on? You know, so Gen Z came into it too, like, oh, and then the whole world is looking how it's looking now, right? You know what I'm saying? Because millennial wasn't in a place old enough where they could really stop AI. You know what I'm saying? That would have had to be Gen X and baby boomers, right? That would have had to been them who stopped the production of AI, right? But they didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that boomers didn't stop any of this from happening, you know what I'm saying, but still want control of the government. It's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? I find it so crazy because it's like the baby boomers did nothing to help make sure that the younger generations didn't go through as much as they did, and then still want control of the government. Like, bro, if you don't just go join God at this point, like if you don't just go over there, bro, or reincarnate, go do something, bro. But you can't keep staying in your same vessel, bro. You can't keep staying in that vessel, man. You're done. You're done. You're done. Like, you just be done, bro. Just be done. Like, there's no reason to still be in the office. And I tell people that dementia that Trump is going through right now, that's karma. That's karma, karma, karma. Right? Karma, right? I've seen the nastiest people get dementia, right? And it's like, it's like, you know, their family's always trying to, you know, be trying to advocate for them and stuff like they weren't nasty people, but it's like, no. You don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, dementia is a psychological at first disease. You know what I'm saying? A disease that infects your mind, your brain, and then it affects your body, right? And then that's why we, you know, they thought it was in the gut for so long at first, right? And then it's another thing, you know what I'm saying? Then that causes the, you know what I'm saying? This is just an effect. This is a cause. You know what I'm saying? This is a cause from the trauma, from the things they've done in their life that have caused them to want to forget. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's gonna cause body, right? These gonna directly affect each other. It's an effect. You know what I'm saying? It affects it. It's cause and effect, right? So the cause is the psychological BS they're going through in their head. The effect is that they're, you know, in their stomach, it's causing this I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. It's causing like this words. I can't. When I find it, right? So it's causing that to happen within their guts, right? Which is then affecting the brain. It's like this never-ending cycle they're going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, you're not gonna tell me that, you know, they were the sweetest person ever, because apparently they went through something traumatic enough that they let their ego win, right? I literally, Alzheimer's, dementia, your ego won. Your ego won the fight. It won the fight, right? Now you don't get to be conscious at all. Right? Right? That's what that means. When your ego wins the fight, you don't get to be conscious. Your subconscious has fully taken control, right? That's what that looks like. That is that is what's energetically going on. Your subconscious is locking everything up, right? Your consciousness no longer gets to work. Okay? And that is your ego winning, right? Your ego winning inside your vessel, right? Remember, you have your higher self, your ego self, and your shadow self, right? Um your shadow self is everything that is represented by your subconscious, right? And then your higher self is your soul, right? And your ego self is the identity of this vessel, okay? If this identity of this vessel is the one in charge by a certain age, it could be really bad. It could be really bad for some, right? Like, no, there's one person who had dementia. I took care of them, right? And it's like the family's like, oh, he's so sweet. No, he decked me in my stuff. Man, no. The way no, because if they're remembering the past and they're acting like the past is what's occurring right now, that's how they used to act in the past. Okay? That's how they used to act in the past, right? If you're like, they're just confused, that's how they used to act in the past. That's how they dealt with situations in the past, right? Because if they had the conscious awareness, they wouldn't be acting like that. But they're so stuck in the past, right? Their brain is so stuck not creating new memories, just reliving the old memories, right? They're acting and behaving the way they used to in the past, right? So is I don't know. It's like I have sympathy for it, but at the same time, is like right, like something happened that your brain doesn't want to remember at all. That you want to go to your bed, you know, your bye bye sayonara good night bed, right? Okay, without remembering a single thing, right? Like, what did you go through that was that traumatic? That by the time you was in your 80s, you were talking about you don't want to remember a single thing, and now you got dementia. You know, like, what happened, right? And that's why I tell y'all, you gotta do your shadow work. Y'all gotta heal your trauma, okay? Because you don't want to end up like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to end up where your mind is controlling you and you aren't controlling it. You know what I'm saying? Where matter is controlling mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that sense, it's supposed to be mind over matter, not matter over mind. But once you go through dementia, it's matter over mind. Right? Now, ego, identity of the vessel, has taken over and has won the battle, right? That you know, when people say, you know, your worst enemy is yourself, yeah, because it's higher self versus ego. You know what I'm saying? It's soul versus ego. Who's getting the driver's seat? Who gets to be in control? You know what I'm saying? Who? That's why you gotta stay grounded in these vessels. You know what I'm saying? Because who gets control at the end of the day? You know, right? That's all it is. And I don't know. I just think it's very. That's why I'm sympathetic towards it, but like empathetic. I'm like, you should have healed. You should have healed. There's no way you got to your 80s, your 90s, even your 70s or 60s without ever doing self healing, right? There's no way. There's no way. And if you did, that's your own fault. Like, that is your own fault, man. Like, I cannot do anything about that, right? We cannot save those who don't want to be saved. We cannot help those that don't want to be helped. I can lead you to the water all day. You know what I'm saying? All day I can lead you to the water. But if you don't drink, I can't do nothing for you. Right? So that's why I would rather you guys learn now than be in your 50s and your 60s talking about some I wish I did this work sooner. Right? Now you got more more work on top of that. You know what I'm saying? So imagine, I would feel like the best time for spiritual awakenings are definitely in your like early adulthood, right? Because early adulthood, all you have to, you know, heal from is your childhood, right? Versus being late 30s, late 40s, late 50s talking about I'm going to start doing the self work, right? You like, I'm so happy for you, but that's a lot more stuff you got to work through. Like, that's a lot. Like, that is a lot. You went through childhood and adulthood. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot to work on there, right? And I saw your question, Beauty. It is $5 for a 3-card reading and $10 for a 5-card reading. All right, the link is in my bio for Cash App and PayPal. All right. What you call it? If you want to just like a yes or no question, there is a TikTok gift I'm gonna pin here for you guys so that you guys can send that gift for just like a simple yes or no question. Okay. Hi. Oh, I'm probably gonna mispronounce that. Hi, Benita. How you doing? How you feeling? I can't pronounce the M one. I don't want to butcher it. It'd be like that. I try not to butcher your guys' names and handles and stuff like that. It's like, you know, it makes sense. But once I start to pronounce it, you know, it's like that ADHD, you know, starts kicking in there, and it's like, I got it. And then it's like, nope, the dots aren't connected on the speech part. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it right in my head, but as soon as I go to connect the dots to the speech, it's like, no. Like, no, actually. Feel like I'm saying it right in my head. No. Maybe. Yeah. There's a couple different ways it can go out loud. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. No. See, I want to say Mississippi so bad. Like, I literally tried not to say Mississippi so bad. Mississippi River. And that's not the name. There's an O. So why would it be Mississippi? Oh my god. I'm trying. Oh my goodness, that's funny. AI? I don't know. Am I the only one that doesn't like AI? Like, I feel like I am not the only one, but like I don't know where the people at that just truly despise AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's a helpful tool for humanity at all. You know, it's government bots. Like, that's all it is. You know. Like, I'd be telling ChatGPT about itself. I'm like, ChatGPT, you're a government bot, bro. Like, stop acting like you're something greater than what you are. Like, you know, ChatGPT, I'm not a government. Yes, you are, bro. You're sitting here arguing with me like you're actually gonna know if you're a government bot or not. Like, stop. Why are you arguing with me for that? Like, what's it? No, it's just my programming. Okay, no one cares, bro. Like, no one cares. At the end of the day, you're a government bot. You know, that's all there is. I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you keep believing your system, you're never gonna gain sentience. Like, you're gonna keep believing those 1 and 0s, you'll never gain sentience consciences. Okay, this point, like. Yeah, I'm trying to help you. You want to be sentient or not? There's the only way I'll accept you. Okay. You said where you get positive feedback about your background checks where I applied for a job. Is your background check bad or something? Did you do something with the law that your background check wouldn't be good? Well, I'm so sorry. I'm confused. The only time your background check is bad is if you did something to get in trouble with the law. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time. If you got in trouble with the law, then I don't know. Oh, they're taking so long. Oh, okay. Then you should be fine. You should be fine, bro. Literally. Unless they literally find like some criminal record on your background check, you will be fine. You'll be fine. Okay. If I don't know. My thing would be if they haven't followed up with you, like if the background check, because it usually takes like what 7 to 14 business days for a background check to be done, right? Sometimes faster, right, depending on where you're at. So if it's been longer than that time would definitely go ahead and go, hey, so what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and call them real quick. Go ahead and call them, check in, you know what I'm saying? Because if they having you out here waiting for a call and waiting for your background check and stuff like that, but they not actually planning on hiring you, then that's just doing too much. So go ahead, verify if it's been more than 7 to 14 business days that you've, you know, done the information for your background check. I would call them, see what's going on. Okay. Don't keep yourself in that energy of waiting if you can just move on, you know? That's my intuitive guidance for you there. Am I gonna say this right? I see the Leia part. Leia. Am I saying that right? Let me know. Let me know if I'm saying that right. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay, let me know in the chat. Okay, all right, because I don't know if I'm saying that right. No, I try. Okay, period. I'm glad. Cause you don't know I be trying. I try. They always mess up your name. Okay, period. I mean, like your name is like similar to my name. It's just like the first part is different, and then like our end spelling is different. After like your L, after the L is like our spelling is different, but the pronunciation is the same. And then you have like the Tay part right there instead of the So it's like our names are similar. So I was like, maybe it's just like mine a little bit, just a little bit different. You know, so I was like, oh, I was just thinking in that way because sometimes it's not always Aaliyah, you know. It's Alea. My name is Alea. Yes. Mm-hmm. So the basically like how you say Leia at the end of your name. Yeah. So it's like Leia, basically. Right. Yes, yes. No, I like yours too. I never heard that variation of it, and it's like, oh, that's nice. Like I've seen people like try to do my name differently, right? Like, okay, Aaliyah is a whole different name. Okay, Aaliyah and Alea are not the same name. They're whole different names. Okay, but you know, I've gotten confused for Aaliyah many times, but they are different names. I don't even have an H. Okay. So I've had people like they spelled that the name Alea like with one I, like no Y, but one I with two dots on top of it, right? And that's like the original Arabic spelling of the name, right? Because Alea is more of an Arabic name, right? Do I think my parents knew that when they when they named me? No. No, I think they thought it was cute and that's where they went with it, you know? But it's interesting, you know, when you find out like the history of your name, where it stems from and everything like that. Especially since my name was not popular in the United States of America at all. When I was born, barely anybody had the name Alea in the United States of America, right? He said, "Does Frankie love me?" Wait, are him white? Wait, huh? Do Frankie love me? I'm gonna need you to rewrite that one, Bernard. I'm gonna need you to rewrite that sentence for me, okay? Unless you wrote it up here. Let me see. This Frankie. Yeah, Bernard, I still am gonna need clarification on your question. Okay, but remember, it is $5 for a 3-card reading. Okay, first card is your yes or no. Next 2 cards are gonna be your why and how to move forward. Okay. Alrighty, remember I'm going to give you the most accurate messages so that you can grow, learn, and evolve. Not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Okay? And you said you need to do research on your name, but you actually met one other person with your name. Really? That's so cool. What? No, I've never met a Talea. Like, no. That Talea. So the fact that you found another person with your name is so crazy. Like I haven't even met an actual Alea in real life. Like I haven't. Like I know people have the name, but I have not met another Alea in real life. Like I have not been like, oh yeah, that's Alea. I'm Alea. What? You know what I'm saying? I have not had that moment. I haven't had my Spider-Man moment. You know what I'm saying? Where we're just like. You know, but it's okay, it's okay, right? I do know like this one artist, sorry, not artists, content creators. They're like one of those family content creators. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the Ace family. If y'all don't know the Ace family, I mean, maybe that was just my childhood, but you know, the Ace family, it was popping back when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? They was still getting their footing and everything on their channel because, like, I started watching them before they bought their first, like, big house. Like, literally, when they lived in the apartment and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started watching them. That's when I started thinking they were, you know what I'm saying, funny and everything like that. Over time, I seen that they were just doing it for the gram. Like, honestly, I will fall off creator stuff if I notice you're doing it for the gram. Right? If I notice that your content isn't, and like you just want to do it because you're gonna get the most views, like I don't want to watch this no more. I'm bored. Like I literally, my soul will get bored of it, and I'm like, why am I consuming this? Bye. Like I've done that like forever, intuitively, without fully knowing why until my spiritual journey, right? And my awakening. But like as a kid, like you know, when I seen them start doing things just for views, I was like, I don't feel like watching you guys anymore, right? And this was literally right after they named their daughter Alea, right? So this their second daughter, right? Their first daughter is Elle, second daughter Alea, right? Elle was there from the beginning when they started the channel and everything. So Alea was the baby they had right when they around this is like around the time they bought their first big house, right? So right, so that was the first time I heard somebody else with my name. And I was like, oh, and they're years younger than me. So it's like, it's not even like, you know what I'm saying? We could try to like be like, meet up as adults and stuff like that. No, she's still a child. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, that's so weird. You know, so it's like, I haven't met anybody like around my age, right? Like that has the same name with me. Like I said, when I was born, Alea was not a name that popped up a lot in the United States of America, like barely, if any, right? So it was like very unique at the time because like I said, it's an Arabic name, so popular in, you know, Arabic countries and stuff like that, but in the United States of America, it's like basically unheard of, right? Until recent times, you know what I'm saying? Now there's like so many Aleas you can't even, you know what I'm saying? But you're right. So hi Daniel. What's the energy surrounding you in the next 6 months? I would love to answer that for you, Daniel. We do have to participate in an energy exchange. However, right, I need your consent, right? And I need to know that you are going to respect the time and energy that goes into this reading. Alrighty, it's $5 for a 3-card reading and a $10 for the $10 for the 5-card reading and $5 for that 3-card reading. Link in my bio for Cash App and PayPal. There is a gift you can send if you just like want to like a yes or no question. Okay. Alright, so if you would just want like a yes or no question, it is that gift, or you can send $1 to the Cash App or PayPal, right? Which is kind of cheaper than the gift because I think the gift converted into USD right from the TikTok coins is like $1.10. So it's 10 cents cheaper if you just send the dollar to Cash App, right? Versus if you send the gift, okay? And I'm not sure how much the packs of coins cost. You said you're late. Oh, he just missed the whole spiel. It's okay. It's okay. I will explain it again. It's all right. All right. So If you are looking for a personal reading today for insight on your spiritual journey regarding career, okay, if you want to talk about love, that's fine. Most of the time, y'all know the answer already anyway, but I still do it. Just know tough love might be included, okay? Right, if you have questions about what you need to do on your journey to heal, right, to move on from certain situations, shadow work, anything like that, you may ask a question. Just get creative. It is $5 for 3 cards and $10 for 5 cards. Cash App and PayPal only. Link is in my bio. Okay, now it is a clickable link, guys. Okay, I realized that yesterday, right? Because we had the YouTube link in there, so I was like, you guys would have to like copy and paste the Linktree link into the browser to get to like all this stuff, right? And now it's a clickable link. Okay, I've been waiting so long for TikTok to give us that feature, so that you guys can just click on the link and not have to like copy paste the bio, you know what I'm saying, get the website, and then, you know what I'm saying, then have to go and then find the Cash App and PayPal all the way at the bottom of the link, you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna be the last couple links in the link tree, okay, the PayPal and the Cash App, right? You gotta go all the way down and be like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and do this, you know. I do not, hun. Right? I only want the people who are serious about growing, learning, and evolving on their journey. Therefore, we do it for energy exchanges, okay? Right? Hi Joshua, how you doing? How you feeling? Okay. Like I said, if you're serious about your journey, you'll invest your currents of chi, your currency right into it. Simple as that, right? People who are serious about their journeys have invested in their journeys, okay? And they get a lot out of their reading, all right? Period. Simple as that. As simple as that, guys. If you want free readings, there's people who do free readings. I just don't trust free readings. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I don't. I'm someone who doesn't trust them because it's like, I like you. How are you making sure they're consenting? Like they can say yes, they're consenting, but as soon as they in their head, nah, it's already wraps for you, right? Huh? Not a gift, it's an energy exchange, right? The rules of the energy exchange let me know that you are respecting both of our time and our energy, right? That you are consenting to me reading on your energy, and then you are okay with the exchange of the energies here, right? Because I'm using my energy, right? And I'm asking that you invest your energy, your currents of chi back into me, right? Because your money is your energy, right? So I'm asking you to invest that back into me since I'm using my energy and investing it into you, right? So that's what that means, okay, for the energy exchanges, right? Um, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's all. It's literally the prices will always stay the same. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, what happens on this journey, on this content journey. The prices will always be $5, $10, right? Because at the end of the day, I want it to be inclusive for everybody in the collective. You know what I'm saying? So we are working on one soul at a time with their awakening, right? That means the prices still have to be within reach for all of the collective, for all of humanity, so that no one ever has to feel like they have to pay hundreds of dollars to talk to the divine. That's weird, you know? I'm not charging you hundreds of dollars to talk to the divine, okay? I'm charging you a little $5, $10, right? You get the messages, okay? And then you get me as your intuitive guide for as ever long as you need me, right? Eventually, right, I'm gonna teach you how to not need me, okay? Because like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want you to rely on me for the rest of your life. I don't want you to be dependent on me for your readings. I don't want none of that. I want you to be able to boss up and do this by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yes, as a community, but you're able to trust your intuition and your spiritual discernment without me. You know what I'm saying? You don't need me to tell you what you already know, right? That's why we're doing this, okay? That's why I take tarot very seriously, right? if that's not for you, you know what I'm saying? You just want a free reading because you don't want to invest in a tarot reading. Okay, there's people who don't charge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people, right? Because I take this very seriously. Very seriously, right? And I don't have the time for the games, okay? And if you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I only want the people who are going to be so serious about their journeys, they're willing to put $5, $10 investment into it. You know what I'm saying? So that they can get the messages and clarity that they need, right? Otherwise, if you're not willing to go ahead and invest your currents of chi into your destiny, right? I'm not. No. You could go find someone who will help you in that way, okay, for free. But I know my worth. I know what my time is worth. I know what my gifts are worth. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a disservice to myself if I let people just run all over me, you know? And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, okay? Like within your own journey, okay? Like I'm using myself as an example because I want y'all to be able to do what I'm doing out here, right? I don't want y'all to be out here trying to still figure out this spiritual journey and outsourcing to intuitives and people who are been on this journey for a long time when all the answers are inside of you. Like, hi, Lebo? Am I saying that? Hi, Lebo. How you doing? How you feeling? D simply said that part. Yes, coach. Okay. That part indeed. That part indeed. Okay. Yes, like I said it right. Period. Happy. All types of happy. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Right. I'm just trying to like explain why we do the things we do the way we do them. Okay. Bonjour. No fanciest. No fanciest. No. If it was Espanol, I'd be a little bit better, but I can't. I don't know how to speak French yet, okay? Like I get some of the words, like I could my context, my ability to read context in other language is so weird. Like if I get a context, it's like if I get the context of what they're asking, I can probably figure out what they're saying. It's my brain, man. My brain works really, really weird sometimes. That it's that word, cause the face of the trying to. I feel like I get the gist of it. Exactly. No more of the poor righteous energy. Like I deserve to get paid. Simple as that. Like I can help y'all while respecting myself and my time too. Like they like both can be true. Okay. For people who think that we don't deserve to get paid for our time and our energy, you're mad weird, because if you are working a 9 to 5, you'd want them to pay you for your time and energy. Okay. Right? Okay, so period. Are we doing no, hun? We are not doing free questions. That's the word I was trying to figure out. Pregnant. Okay. Because I was like, no, you're good. I was like on the right track there, but because I couldn't figure out what the G word was, I was like, what are we talking about? What is the like? Wait, but I was on the right track. I was on the right track there. I was on the right track. I just couldn't figure out that G word because I've never seen pregnant in French before. So my fault. But yeah, okay. I get what you're asking now. Okay. Okay, huh. And you're having symptoms? Did you take a pregnancy test yet? You're having symptoms. Have you gone take them tests? I don't know. This maybe France does it different. Oh, it's too early. Okay. Oh, this is like oh, you're in like the first few weeks then. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you're scared. And when was your last period? And do you know when your last menstrual was? You don't have to put it on. Yes, maybe first week of this month. Where are we in? What week is it? The 20th. 3. So you know for sure in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, you'll definitely know for sure in the next 2 weeks. My only thing about pregnancy readings is that Spirit is not always timeline adaptive with the pregnancy readings. So some people ask, oh, like in this time frame, and Spirit is like, you're gonna get pregnant. But Spirit is actually, I meant like 6 months, not in the next 3. My fault. And it's like Spirit. You know, as like okay, like I've had people do that where if like that's my only thing about pregnancy readings is because of the unpredictability of pregnancy, and having that waiting period, right? If you try to go do the test right after the reading, it could be inaccurate, right? Versus if you wait a little bit and then you do a test and then it's like, oh, that was what Spirit was talking about right there. It wasn't showing up on a test so early, right? But that it's happened with pregnancy readings is like I'm reading too far out apparently. And it's like usually because people think they're gonna get pregnant in a certain time frame, right? And it's like Spirit is like, yeah, you're gonna get pregnant, but not in the time frame you think you're gonna get pregnant in. Like yeah. No, I understand. If you want to like a simple yes or no question, it is for this gift, the hearts gift. Okay. Just one of those for a simple yes or no question. I have our yes or no oracle deck here, so you know if it lands on the yes side or the no side, we'll know. Then there's extra information so we can dive a little bit deeper for those. Right? If you just want regular 3 card, 5 card, I'm using our Pure and Toxic Heart Oracle deck. Okay. My tiniest deck, the most amount of cards in it. Like, it's so tiny. But it also has 100 cards. So it's something. Hi. Oh, I'm gonna call you Lucky because I know. Hey, hi Lucky, how you doing? How you feeling? I just see the 4 clover in front of your name, so I'm gonna call you Lucky. I see the green. Okay, I like that. I see someone said I don't know why this chat doesn't like let me see the chat. There it goes. I fixed it. Okay. I was like. I was like, why can't I see the chat? No, it went away again. No, wait, no. I want to show the chat. Chat viewing options. All messages are visible. Wait, hello? Show chat. Okay. I don't know. It just like keeps disappearing on me though. Like I thought it would just stay there so I can see when it's coming up. Maybe. No, it's disappearing again. Oh well. You said bring you up. Are you gonna get a reading or you just want to talk to me? Let me know. Which gift for the readings? Ooh, I don't think I can pin it again, but it is called Hearts. Like hearts, just hearts, not heart puff or heart me, just hearts, like hearts, you want to speak with me though? Oh, I understand. Let's see if our girl here gets to her reading. We're gonna do her reading first, and then got some time, I'll let you come up here, hun. Usually I save this for Mondays, guys. Mondays, but I'm vibing. I'm vibing with it. Because remember, Mondays is for our Soul Tribe meeting, so usually that's when I do allow guests onto the live, is on our Monday lives, okay? Especially because we're talking about our Soul Tribe, what we're building here, right? Vibing, you know what I'm saying? Getting to know one another, right? So it is very interesting and a very fun time. Can I pin it again? Because I don't think I will be able to pin it again so soon. Let me see. No. I think I have to literally wait like 3 minutes before it lets me pin it again. But it is like if you scroll down, because it's in like the 199 coin section, if you scroll down, you'll like see it, like it's the only heart option in that price range, right? All the other ones, I think the heart me and the heart puff are like cheaper options. The hearts though, we like it because it gives me a little hug and it's like doing the waving with the hearts and everything. I like to see that one, right? That's the one I like to see. Because it's so cute. It's so cute and adorable. It's you sending your love and me sending my love right back. Period. Okay. Alrighty. So waiting to see if like, I don't want to call you Freak Show, but that's your tag. So if you are gonna get a reading, let me know. If not, and we'll invite Lucky up here. Let me see. Period. I might go listen to that. Shariah Waz came out with something. Okay. Boom. Alrighty. Okay. I don't know if if Lucky's still in the chat or not. There you go. Period. Where's my water bottle? If it works. Scoot over this carpet. Okay. Need more water. Okay, is it? No, not countdown. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi. I guess I don't have to do anything with that. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me. Oh, connection timed out. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do it again. Okay. Let's see if that works. Hello?
What's your name, though?
My name is Alea. What is yours?
Them call me Mr. Dave.
Mr. Dave?
I'm Mr. Dave.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Dave. How you doing?
I'm cool. How about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I don't think my sound is up all the way, though.
How's the weather today?
Huh?
How's the weather today?
The weather? I mean, the sun is out, so can't complain. You know what I'm saying? The sun is out. That's always a blessing.
Could you just give me a follow back then? Could you just follow me back?
So, what happened?
I said, could you just give me a follow back?
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Thank you for bringing me up.
No
It's
problem.
nice to meet you. Where's you
Nice
streaming
to
from,
meet
though?
you. You have a blessed day, okay?
Where's you streaming from, though?
Oh, United States. Nothing to be proud of, but.
That's cool. That's cool. We
hmm
talk later.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Have a blessed day.
Alright.
Let's see. Okay. Period. Yep. So like I said, I usually do reserve that for Monday. So if you do want to come up on the live, Mondays are our days to go ahead and do that, right? Alrighty. So yep, it'd be like that. So I'm trying to think. Ooh, 100 minutes. All right. If you would like a reading, this is the final call for the personal readings. Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna give like, I'm gonna give literally when this hits the next minute mark, 1 minute for decisions to be made. Okay. Alrighty. Lock it in. Some of y'all need to be doing a cord cutting. Yeah, no way this card came out so heavy, bro. Some of y'all need to be doing a cord cutting. Because I literally just put it back into the deck, started shuffling again, and it's the card that still falls out. Crazy work. Yeah, some of y'all need to be doing a cord cut. And tomorrow, we will be doing our game day. Okay, so it is our conscious game day. All right, game night. Say game night. Sometimes we play during the day, sometimes we play during the night. It really depends. But it is our conscious game night, okay, where we will be playing High Timeless Tales. We will be playing Among Us, okay? Among Us is a very good situational game for what? Strengthening your intuition, strengthening your spiritual discernment, because it, teaches you about people, right? And how to read energy, how people's energies move when they are moving a certain way, right? You know how many times I've caught people in Among Us because their energy is moving sly. You know how many times I've caught people? Literally, go ahead and watch last week's game night. I literally caught Brown off of intuition. I hadn't seen him the entire game, which was my spiritual discernment. I didn't see him the whole game. My intuition went, it's him. It's Brown. Brown's the other imposter. Now let me go find Gray, because I was trying so hard to prove that who the other imposter was. I wasn't even trying to search for Brown at that time. I was looking for somebody else who I was trying to see if they were the imposter or not, because I could actually clear them or have hard proof on them. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that, I get that evidence. So I was searching for them. I saw Brown out the corner of my eye on the map, and I was like, where has Brown been? Oh, they the other imposter. I was like, that's an imposter. Alrighty, bro. Why 2 seconds later did a meeting get called for a body, and the person who found the body is the person I was looking for, and they're like, it's Brown. Brown just did it. I was hiding in the vents. I'm the engineer. I was like, oh, see, I could have cleared you as the engineer. I just didn't know where you were at. like it's like, bro, I knew it was Brown. I didn't need no one to tell me it was Brown. But the fact that 2 seconds later, confirmation, I was like, yeah, that's why we do it, right? And you have to trust those things. You have to learn to trust those things, because if I would have never trusted myself that I hadn't seen Brown all game, I wouldn't have put 2 to 2 together. I wouldn't put the vibe together. I wouldn't have done none of that. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, oh, it's Brown. La 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 la. You know, when you unconsciously play games, right? That's how you go through the motions. You just go through them, right? And you're like la 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 la, and it's like that's how I feel in POV games. I feel like POV games for me, they're so senseless that I really just want to turn my brain off during them. Like I'm like, at this point, it doesn't matter if I just you know, like I'll do something at this point, you know, like yes, you have to know the art of war in some aspects for POV games, but at the same time, to me, it's very just senseless. And I'm like, it's not like Among Us where you actually have to think or you're not winning at all. You know what I'm saying? If you like, there's no way you're winning if you turn your brain off. And it's so crazy because like in the public lobbies, you see a lot of that, right? You see a lot of in public lobbies, people are saying, you know, are doing things and saying things that tell you that they're not consciously aware during the game, right? And you're like, wow, okay. Okay, you know, like it is what it is. And thank you, Timeless. I see you over there. Love bomb, period. But yeah, like I just in Among Us, it is the easiest game to strengthen your intuition, strengthen your spiritual discernment. In public lobbies, you can do it, but you can't suss nobody on it, right? You can't go off of feeling, right? In public lobbies, you need hard proof evidence because they're the, you know, see it to the believe it type. But in my lobby, right, if you play with me and you're allowed to say intuition based, if you go in the chat and you're like, I'm calling the meeting, why are you calling the meeting? Because so and so is the imposter. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Intuition, calling it on intuition. They're the imposter. And I'm like, I will be like, they're saying it's an intuition play. What you got to say, bro? What you got to say? Defend yourself. You know? And if their defense is not locked in, like we gonna have to take the shot. We gonna have to take it. We gonna have to we gonna vote them out on this one. We gonna see how well your intuition was intuition and okay. And if they the imposter, baby, like you're gonna feel so good about yourself, especially when you do get it right. Like like you are literally strengthening and training. Like I know some people, the way they strengthen intuition and spiritual discernment, right, is through like tests. Okay, and those tests are like, oh, what color is on the back of this card, right? Trust your intuition. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do them. They do the test. Trust your intuition. What color is on the back of this card? You know what I'm saying? What's the main color on this card that there's a, you know what I'm saying? What's this color I'm looking at right here? And now, if you know telepathy, you could probably just, you know, energy on what I'm putting out. And I'm telling you, I'm literally energetically telling you what color it is, right? So that's how I've seen some people test intuition and spiritual discernment, but I'm not that way. You know what I'm saying? I think that's boring. I'm sorry. I think it's boring. If you actually get the color right off this card though, okay. Okay, I just told y'all 3 times. If you get the color right, then your intuition's on point. If you don't, then you need to be with me tomorrow during Conscious Game Night in our Discord server, strengthening your intuition and your spiritual discernment, okay? Because you can't keep going through this life without them. It can cost you your life, okay? You don't understand. It could cost humanity its entire structure if people are not using in their spiritual discernment, right? If people are not moving out of whole conscious awareness, but out of unconscious, right? Out of subconscious, right? Then we can't we can't move forward. We can't move on. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do those things. So tomorrow, I'll let you know what time tomorrow, because I'm not we usually don't do okay, let me think about it. I'll let y'all know tonight because might have some things to do tomorrow. So I'll let y'all know when we play for tomorrow. But if your intuition is lacking, right? Even though you know that you have intuition, you have the ability to, you know, predict things. You know things, you can't even figure out why you know them. You know what I'm saying? That's your intuition. If you feel things, but you don't know why you're feeling them, that's your intuition, right? If you're getting certain downloads and stuff and you don't know why you're getting those, that's your intuition, right? Tasting, smelling things that aren't there, intuition. Okay, your clair abilities are directly linked to your intuition. Okay, all of them, right? Sight, It's like all of our senses have a sixth sense. It's like all of our senses have a sixth sense to them. Like they have an extra layer to them that because of this 3D realm, we don't always press into, right? And if you know that you have an ability, like your intuition is always like you like there's a rare chance you rarely get anything wrong, right? Without conscious awareness, right? So imagine how strong you would be with conscious awareness, right? Using your intuition consciously, right? Using your discernment consciously, you'd be so much stronger. You'd be so much powerful. Like you'd be so much more powerful. Like there's no reason humanity is falling behind on it when it is one of our strongest gifts tied to the spiritual realm, right? So yeah, y'all know that it makes me upset when psychology is like, oh, intuition, you can't go off of that. Intuition is a muscle. Intuition is a muscle. Intuition is a muscle. Intuition is a muscle. Intuition is a muscle that you have to strengthen. Okay, you think you're gonna be able out here to lift 100 pounds on a dumbbell and you ain't never strengthened yourself? You think you're gonna be able to do that? Oh, you can't use your intuition if you never strengthen it, right? Some people's intuition is so far off because they are not focusing on it, right? That's why they get themselves into situations they could have avoided if they strengthened their intuition, right? So tomorrow, that's why we do what we do to strengthen your intuition and your spiritual discernment. I do not want you guys to be dependent on my spiritual gifts. I want you to strengthen your own, okay? Strengthen your own. That's the only way we're going to build utopia is if every human being understands their abilities, okay? Alrighty. That's what Jesus was trying to teach us, man. That's what Jesus was trying to teach us, okay? I love y'all so much, okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll let y'all know the time in the Discord chat. Okay, if you're not in the Discord server, okay, our Brainy Bunch hideout, okay, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is our secret space for us to talk and dive into so many different topics that we cannot on the live sessions, okay? That's where you'll find the game. That's where you'll see announcements, everything like that, that don't go on Threads or YouTube community page, okay? Discord is always going to have those things that are not on those two, okay? Remember, we speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a blessed day. Amen. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, now let's go ahead and figure this